Hey guys, my name is Puspender Sani. Once again I came with a very interesting tutorial. In this tutorial I am going to tell you how you can open GPS like Google Map in your Android application. And it's very simple. Here you can see one screen and this is Google Map. If you click on no thanks, then you will see this pop-up is not coming back. You have to click on red mark, but in our application we will do this automatically. Suppose you are working on any special kind of application like delivery application or cab booking application or something like that, where you definitely require the user location. So how you can open your GPS, and the location must be exact location of a device. So how we can work that and how we can achieve this functionality completely in our Android application. So let's begin with development without wasting any further time. So guys, in a very simple way, I am going to create one new fresh project called as name GPS. Here you can see, and this is the package name of your application. Here you can edit that also. Okay, let's say it is GPS. Okay, and after that you can select the location of your project and you can select the language of your project. Here you can select two language, Kotlin or Java. Okay, in this example I am taking the Kotlin, and here you can select the minimum SDK or maximum minimum SDK only you can select, like 23, 24 or whatever you would like to select. So from here I'm selecting with the default configuration. Okay, after that I'm clicking on finish button and it will take some time to create the project in your desktop. So this is my project in front of you. It's building. It will take some time to build. Let it be done. Okay, the project building has been successfully done. Now what is the first thing you have to do? First of all, you have to add the permission in your manifest file. Okay, so here usage permission. What are the permission? First is internet. If you are using internet in your application, definitely you are using internet. Okay, so second permission, usage permission. Now the location permission. So code location, access course location. Now second permission, usage permission, and this is again location, access file location. Now you have done with the three permission. Okay, now two more permission you have to add, usage permission, GPS, access GPS, and access location permission. Okay, usage, access, location. So make sure your project have all these 5 permission in your application. Okay, after that we will start the development. So first of all, what you have to do, I will create one utility file. Okay, GPS utils, and this is class. Okay, now from here I will start my development and I will create this file as a constructor mode. So context, and this will be my context. Okay, now after creating this file we have to add one permission inside our build.gradle file. So what is the permission? You can see play services location. Okay, I'm using the latest version right now, the latest version 17.0.0, and here you can upgrade this one also with the latest version 13. After that, sync your project. It will take some time for syncing and it's done. Now again open your GPS utility. First of all, I will define my tag. Well, tag equals and it's GPS, and I will take everything as a private. Okay, now second thing, private well m context, and it's a type of context. By default the value equals null. Now second thing, I will take the settings client so that I can check whether the GPS is on or off. Okay, so private well m setting client. Okay, now it will be the type of setting client. Okay, and by default also this is the null, and this package, settings package, will come inside your Google Play Services packages. Okay, now the third thing is location setting request. Okay, so private val location settings request, and its type of location setting request. By default this is also null. Now location request and location manager. So private val same location manager, and this is the type of location manager. By default the value of this also null. Second thing, private val location request, and this is the type of location request. Okay, for requesting the location. Now click on null. You have done with all the basic configuration. Now I will create one init function of this class. So init. Okay, here what we will assign all the functionality. First thing, context equals context. Okay, I will not assign context here. What I will do, because context we are passing into the construction, so directly it will be here context. Okay, and by default it is normally. Now we have to assign all these parameter: setting client, location setting request, location manager, and location request inside init functionality before accessing that. Okay, so first thing I am going to assign location manager. Location manager equals context dot, and all these will be wheres. Sorry for that, because we are changing. Okay, get system services. Okay, here we have to pass the name of the service which we have to fetch actually, and this is context dot location services. Okay, and this is as location manager. Fine, the location manager is done. Now from the location manager we will check our GPS is there or not. Okay, so for that I will create one function turn on GPS. Okay, inside this function we will check does we have GPS or not in our device. If location manager here is provider enable, so what we have to pass here, GPS location manager dot GPS provider. If it is true, then it's done. Double equals true means it is already true, we don't need to do anything else. But if it is false, for that we have to define our location settings. Okay, so settings client equals same procedure, location services dot get settings, and here we have to pass context. Okay, after that it is also initialized, this is also initialized. Now location settings and location request. Now I will define, because from the location request we can define location setting. So now I will define location request equals location request dot create. Okay, after that we will define some property to our location request. What kind of property? Like priority, location request dot it will be like that, dot priority equals location request dot priority high accuracy. Okay, now second thing, location request dot interval. This is our interval, we can say 1000. Okay, now location request dot fastest interval, we can say 500. Okay, now after that we will check if m location request is not equals null, then we will build m location settings. Okay, so for that, well, builder equals, and how the builder will work. First I will define the type location setting request dot builder and location setting request dot builder. Here it is. Now I will set property to our builder dot add location request. Here I will pass m location request, and this is mandatory. Okay, now finally I will create m location setting request, and here builder dot build. Now finally you have done with all the configuration, all the basic configuration. Okay, now come back to turn on GPS function, and here what we are going to do, so we will assign the listener to m setting client dot check location settings, and here I will pass m location setting request. Okay, and after that what it will return, dot add on success listener, means the location is already enabled. Here we have to pass our m context as activity. Okay, I will take in new line. Now second thing means here we can print log d already enabled. Okay, then we don't need to do anything. Now second listener, what is the second listener is dot add on failure listener. Okay, failure listener means we have to do some work here, and it will be exception, we can say ex. Okay, and if it is exception a type of, here we will check with exception type. Directly we will check the API exception, what kind of API exception. So if ex as API exception, okay, dot status code double equals location setting status codes dot location required, resolution required. Okay, means here if it is equal to this, then we require a resolution, and what kind of resolution it is, here I will tell you. We have already given one API by the Google, which is resolvable API. So well resolvable API exception equals ex as resolvable exception. Okay, now resolvable exception dot start resolution, and first is m context comma, second is request code. Here you can give any request code, whatever you want. Okay, and make sure it should be unique. Or what I'm doing for this request code, I will define one extra, we can say file Kotlin interface, and here we can say IC constant. Here I will take object defaults, this is constant val, we can say GPS code. Okay, GPS code, and here it is, we can give anything, this will work. Okay, now in your GPS utility, here it is defaults IC constant dot defaults dot GPS code. Okay, now it is quite long, so I'll give 1002. Fine. Now open your GPS utility and it will start working. Now what we have to do, if the exception status not equal to this, Then what is the second scenario? Else. Here this is the else condition, and this we will use in try catch. Okay, try catch, e as an exception. Okay, now I will put the entire code inside try, and here we can say print, or we can say log d unable to start default functionality of GPS. Okay, after that we will come back to the in else condition. I will put one if same thing ex, here I will take one more bracket, ex as API exception, and dot status code double equals location, same location status code dot setting changeable is unavailable. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to give one error message to the user in a normal way. Okay, and this will be as context. So we have done with it. Now what you have to do, you have to call this GPS turn on function from your main activity. Okay, so from here I will open my GPS function. From here I will call GPS utility, and here I have to pass the context, then turn on GPS. Now we have done with it. Now I will run this code in my application, in my mobile, and we will see the output. So first I am closing my GPS. Okay, now I will run this application. Here you can see this pop-up came. Okay, if I click over here, then you can find please use GPS. Now if I click on no thanks button, then you will see no pop-up is coming again. So how we can do that forcefully, I will tell you here. Now come back to your code, and from here we have to take on activity result. Okay, and inside that we have to check first if result code double equals activity dot okay result. Okay, then we will go inside that. Now here if result code double equals IC constant dot default dot GPS code, then log d, and here we can success. Okay, now GPS has been enabled. From here in, if you would like to, you can pull your location setting. Okay, now I will create one variable. This is private val, and tag equals, we can say main activity. Okay, now after that if else, again we have to call GPS utils, and this is this dot turn on GPS. Now again I will run this application, and you will see the output, launching activity. Now you can see GPS is not allowed. Now what I'm clicking on no thanks. Now if I click on no thanks, then why it's not coming here? I miss one line here, and else if result is not okay. Okay, now again I will run, and I will see the output. Again click on no thanks, and if you click on no thanks, then again it will come no thanks, again it will come like that. Okay, if you click on OK, then it will not repeat again, and here you will see. Okay, actually I mistake here. What is the mistake? It will be request code. Okay, now you can see the print file here. If I click on run and log file, and what I'm doing, I'm just disabling my location. Now you will see again it's came. I'm clicking on no thanks, then again it's came. If I click on OK button, then you will see success came. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching the complete video. If you have any doubt related to the complete video, then please comment into the comment box and subscribe this YouTube channel, because my next video will be on location listener with GPS. Okay, and after that I will create one more video for location listening into the backend, means into the background mode of your application. If you are really working and if you are really curious about this kind of programming, then please subscribe my YouTube channel. And so here if you will see, then you will find hundreds of videos related to Swift programming language and Android programming language. Here you will find lots of video in Java, Kotlin and Swift programming language. So keep boosting your skills. Thank you so much. Have a great time. Bye bye.